Hi, hello, and welcome in our video. In this video, we have very simple agenda. We will be talking about easy topic link constraints, then we will follow with even easier topic links format in columns, and we finish it with tip and trick using Softacus widget. We have everything prepared, so let's get started. So what are link constraints? A link constraint in requirements management is a relationship between requirements that must be maintained in order to ensure coherence and consistency of system being developed. Link constraints are the rules that can be established by an administrator so you can determine which types of links are permissible within a project. It's a very useful tool to prevent user error and inconsistencies because if many users are working at the same project, then different users may use different links to describe the same relationship between artifacts. For example, while one user may use satisfy and satisfied by, the second user may use child of and parent of, and the third user may use link to and link from. You can imagine that this can create a mess. So by creating link constraints, you can make sure that the requirements are linked in a way that is coherent and consistent throughout the entire project. An administrator can restrict which links are allowed between artifact types as well as their direction. By default, any link type is allowed in any direction between any artifact. From theory perspective, this is all you need to know. Now I would like to show you how can you set up link constraints. So to do this, navigate up here to the right to the settings, choose manage component properties and find link constraints. Right now you see there are no link constraints. That means, as I mentioned, that by default any link type is allowed in any direction between any artifact. But as soon as you will create your first link constraint, it will switch from everything is allowed to nothing is allowed but the rules that are here. So if you will create just one link constraint between stakeholder requirement and system requirement and this link will be satisfied, then any other link type will not be allowed between those artifacts and no links will be allowed between other artifacts. So no link will be allowed between, for example, stakeholder requirement and hazard and risks. Before we will create our first link constraint, let's verify that we now can create any link to any artifact. So for example, this artifact here, I will create some link, for example, synonym, this is weird enough link type, to any hazard and risks, for example, this one. Excellent. So just seeing it here, you see we have synonym link type to hazard and risks. And I will also create incorrect link. So I will choose, for example, this artifact and I will create link to artifact and it will be satisfied. So again, incorrect direction of this link. And I will choose this artifact, for example. So you see, I was able to create satisfies link from stakeholder requirement to system requirement. So in fact, it is wrong direction of this link. Let's now create a link constraint. So first link constraint will be that you only can create satisfies link that is from direction stakeholder requirement is satisfied by system requirement and system requirement therefore satisfies stakeholder requirement. So I will click on add. I will choose stakeholder requirement. This is start link. Then link type should be satisfied by and the other end should be system requirement. Excellent. Add and close. Save. Perfect. I will go back to the module, refresh, and let's now choose, for example, this artifact and let's create incorrect direction. So you see, I can only create satisfied by, I am not able to create any other link and I am not able to create this link with incorrect direction. So all I can do is click on satisfied by and I can try again, but you see, I am not able to change link type. So the link constraints work. So we allowed to create satisfies link type with chosen direction between stakeholder requirement and system requirement. But if we will go to hazard and risks and I will try to create link here, you see, you don't have this opportunity. And even here, this icon is grayed out. So there is no way how you can create a link from hazard because only link types allowed are system requirement, stakeholder requirement, and just with satisfies link type between them. All right, I think this is pretty simple and it doesn't require any more explanation. But I would like to also show you one more thing, and it's generate rules. So you have one-click rules generation options where you can click on generate rules, click OK, and wait a couple of seconds. Oh, it was very quick, very quick. And your link types are generated automatically. So how it works, what is the magic behind it? It's very simple. If you don't use any link constraints throughout your project, and then you would like to create your rules, you may generate rules from links you are already using in your project. So the doors will go through every link between every artifact type and set up these link constraints. Yes, if you are using incorrect link types and incorrect direction, it will also create incorrect rules. The system doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. For example, we created synonym link type between information and hazard and risk. I choose strange link type so it's easy to remember. You see information, synonym, hazard, and risks. I will navigate back to the module and this artifact. This artifact is information. You see it here. And we have artifact links, synonym to hazard and risks. So again, the system doesn't understand what are correct link types between correct artifact types and what is correct direction. It will just go through all project and will list every link type between every used artifact types and its direction. So if you will have inconsistencies, you will also have those inconsistencies in a generated rules. So why would you generate rules if they may be incorrect? Well, it's very easy. If you have complex project with tens or maybe hundreds of artifact types and hundreds of link types, then it would be very time consuming to create every rule. But if your project is running and maybe, I don't know, 10% of those link types are incorrect, then it's very easy. You can just go here and remove. Yes, and that's it. So you can go through every generated rule and just see, okay, correct, 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 incorrect, remove. All right, excellent. And if there is some rule that is not generated because was not used so far, you can add new one, but it will be much less time consuming, much less painful for you as an administrator if you will have starting point from generated rules. So that was all for our main topic, link constraints. Now I would like to continue with very easy topics. How can you expand what information you see with links? It's very easy. When you will go to settings where you can add another columns, then you can see that if you will click on ID, the format option is grayed out. The same for contents, the same for priority and any other attribute. But if you will click on a link, the format option is here and usable. So what is this format option? I will click on it and you see you can add attributes that you can display together with link. So you can add additional information you would like to see from artifacts at the other side of the link. Because on this side, you can see everything. You can choose your column so you can see priority, need, modification, that, etc., etc. But you don't see information about artifacts at the other side of link, and you can set it up right here. So I would like to see priority, also need, and for example, modified by and modified on. All right, very simple. I will hit OK and again OK. And you see, for example, this link. You see that artifact on the other side of the link is medium priority, mandatory need. It was modified by me and it was modified on June 14th, 8 p.m. It's super easy, yet very nice and very helpful trick. All right, and our last topic today is our custom widget link type change. Imagine scenario you are working in a complex project and you need to change the link type or direction of already created links. There may be multiple reasons why you need to do that. For example, simple user errors, or as I mentioned, different users use different links to describe the same relationship between artifacts, or you may be creating new policy, new process, and you need to change link types to some another link type that will be used from now on. So you need to have consistent policy and you need to change already created links. Regardless of the reason, the result may include manually deleting and adding several thousand links. To simplify this process, Softacus created an extension that does the link change for you in a few clicks. And on top of that, we also implementing link validity retention if you have it enabled and cross-component linking. So let's see how easy it is to change links or link direction in the module, because otherwise you would need to go to every link and delete this link and create new one. Or you can use something called link by attribute, but it will be time consuming. But we can do it with a few clicks. You can just select link type to be changed. For example, it can be just changing the direction from satisfied by to satisfies. So I can choose satisfied by and I will create satisfies. So I am using the same link, but I am changing its direction. And now I can select all artifacts in this module or just selected artifacts. I would like to change it for all artifacts in this module. Excellent. I click on change and loading is done. Great. So you see, I don't have any satisfied by, but I will add satisfied and all links that were in satisfied by column are right now in satisfied. I can also, for example, choose satisfies and transform it to link from. Why not? So I will choose satisfies and please change it to link from. Change. Okay, again, very quick. And you see all links in this module are changed from satisfies to link from. Super easy. All right, that's enough for this widget. I just wanted to quickly show you this widget as a trick because many of our customers belong to the world's biggest companies working on the extremely complex project, and we understand their problems. And if there is no possibility to help them with out-of-the-box tools, then we are creating custom widgets such as this one to help them solve their problems. And this is problem that is occurring frequently. So I really thought the information about how it can be solved may be very interesting for you. All right, so also concluding our video, I really hope this video was informative for you and I would like to see you in our next videos.